Hi everyone, I am Sandeep Reddy. In this video, I'm going to show you our project, which is employee management system using Spring Boot. Basically, our structure is like we have address controller, basic error controller to rectify the errors and to handle exceptions. We have the department controller, we have employee controller, and we have title controller. These are the five routes which we are going to perform the actions. Now, in this address controller, we have get addresses, save addresses, get all addresses. This is to get the unique address, and this is to save the address to a user. And this is we need to retrieve the address by the user id, and we have the basic error controller. We are having us multiple errors, and here in this is the department controller, which is used right now to post all the departments, and to get all the departments, and this is to post all the departments using a file. And we have to download all the departments using an excel file, and this is to post the department, a single department, and we have to retrieve a single department here. And this is an denied url which is used to authenticate the user. And this is an employee controller. In this employee controller, we have uh, employee get by id, employee saving a single employee, and we have put api like to update the user or update the employee, and we have delete employee. And this is to export all the employees to an excel sheet. This is to upload all the employees via file, that is csv file. And we have the hierarchy, like in this one we have to give the level, and we have to give the user id. So if we want to get the user id of one, like if we want to get the hierarchy of user id 1, so under user id 1, how many employees are there level wise, he'll get that level, we'll give here. And next is we have a get all employees, get api, and we have to post all employees, save employees, like I mean we need to save all the group of employees here. And we have a title controller here, which shows to retrieve all the titles, like title in the sense for the user we have intern, full-time employee, like that. And we have here save title, single title, export, same similarly how we are using for department and employee, post to db and save to db. These are the overall structure of our project classes. And now I'm going to show you the basic interface of the user login. So here we have two credentials. One is user and one is admin. Like this is to show you the demo of our project, basic representation of our project. And here I am logging into the user, and we have the total number of employees. These are the tiles which we are using. And so basically for employee there is a limited number of options which we need to show. This is a employee list. Here we have the two employees I have just created previously. And so if a user employee wants anything to do, means like he will give all the details here, his name, employee, and all content of what he is requesting for. This will go to the admin this as an email. Then he can do whatever he want using admin panel. Here we have the admin, logout option. We'll log out and we'll log in with the admin here. So for the admin, we know that we will have a lot of feasibilities to do. And for an employee here, so we have the dashboard is to represent all. So previously I discussed the employee reports, total number of branches, total number of here branches suggests as titles. And here we have total number of employees, all that. So total number of departments, I have just created a few. So here we can, this is a list view of employee. When we click on it, so number of employees here we'll get, basically I showed previously two employees are there, yeah. And we have employee edit, delete option and view option. In this view option, so we will get all the details of the employee. And if we want to update anything here, we need to click on the update, and we have the following fields which can be editable. Only that things we can edit and update here. I think it is updated, yeah. And we have a delete employee option, which is used to delete an employee. Here let me delete, so the employee is deleted right now. And we have similarly list here, edit department and update department. Here it is there, like we can update. Right now I'm canceling, yeah. And we have here a list of departments. We have add department here. So in this add department we can give the following following data feed, and we can feed the model to save the department. Here we have the validation. So if we have to give any name, it will take the input and it validates as looks good. That means we can proceed further. And we have similarly to add employee also, we have the validations for email, gender, and all that. We can select any one of them, and this is the basic criteria to feed the data. And similarly, we have the title also. This is what our basic representation of our project. So now I'm going to show you the full feasibility of our project, how we are handling. Uh, okay. So basically, this is our code implementation. We have here. Let me show you. Yeah, let me show you our basic representation of our project. Yeah. So we have the service classes. We have controller, user. So user will communicate through the controller, and he will the controller will redirect to service class, and then the service class, based on that request, if it wants to take from the repository or it wants to take from the entity, it will take and it will save to the respective databases. And yeah, this is our use case diagram as shown. Okay, thank you. And so let me show you the basic implementation here. So yeah, this is our project with the address controllers I showed, and some of the error handling, exception handlings here, and reports to download the reports, and this is to get all the configs. I mean, this is to download all the existing users to the report like Excel, and this is to upload all the users or departments to an DB through an Excel CSV file. So yeah, this is the repository we have, which is the direct connection between the database and the application. And we have the user details class to validate the login user here. Okay, and let me show you how it is done. So basically, here we are using the Postman, which is to retrieve or to update the fields in the database. So firstly, let me show you the validation and how authorization of a project is going. And so if I click on the wrong user login username, so it will show me as unauthorized. So now when we have to, like, when we give the wrong input of password also, it will show you as unauthorized. And if we wants to do anything with the wrong user, so if the employee with the user access won't be available to do anything with the database, right? So we need to restrict the user. So here, when I'm clicking, the user doesn't have the authority. So let me log in with the actual user. Here he is an admin. So right now, so this is the body which we are giving to post, I mean, onboard a user here. So we this is a body of the user payload, user type, title, and first name, last name, and everything we need to give, feed the data. And we have the validations also in such a way that let me show you. So if this is wrongly given, and a mobile number is wrongly given, so we have the validation there. So if we try to hit this, uh, sorry, yeah, we have another validations also. Let me show you this one also. So if we don't have user title, or if we don't have, suppose if you don't have department code here in our database, so we are unable to allocate employee, we are unable to onboard employee because of no department specified. And if we give the correct department also, so if we are giving the correct department, and so as previously, here I am not giving any specific validation for the email, so it is showing as the invalid email. And the manager ID also is invalid because no at the rate. And we have only 9 digits as the phone number, so it is showing as invalid phone number. So let me give all the fields here directly. Yeah, so we are providing every details here. And let me show you. So here user title is also not there, right? So no title specified. Let me add the correct title. So now I am adding the correct title also. So if the user is already present in the database, it will show as employee already existed in the database. So let me have one more letter here, A, like that. So as this is a phone number is unique, it will show as employee already existed, because the phone number should be validated in such a way, right? Yeah, if we give the phone number, the employee is correctly successfully onboarded here, and it looks good. And next we have, similarly, this is a one user, right? This is for all users. Like, we need to give the whole bunch of employees here to upload. Once it is uploaded, means like it will show list of employees uploaded. And we have, let me show you this one also. Similarly, we have the address also, post addresses for the user. We need to post the addresses. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is unauthorized. My bad. User is validated. Yeah, now we can check. We are giving the address list of addresses to the users, and when we try to get that user, like here, the user ID is 1, the user ID is 4. Let me get, so yeah, this is the get call of a user. So I'm hitting the user. This is a get call, right? So for that user, like we have the address saved respectively, and we have the department controller also here. So this is save departments, everything I just explained you previously. And so let me show you the get all, how it will be processed. So this is the get all. Yeah, I showed you previously. Access denied, no one can access that. Let me copy this, it will be useful for the, yeah, you can see here a list of all departments, Indian corp and everything are listed over here. And you can see the respectively get department by ID. So this is previously I show you Indian tech. We are hitting that. My bad. Everywhere I need to be that. Yeah. So this is a department which we have in the India Tech. Yeah, here let me explain this one also. Like, so we have a lot of security concerns, right? So who is actually inserting a record in the DB is what we need to capture, and these fields are what actually it does, means like these are auditable fields. So it will record all the information like created user, created at what time it is this record is created, and who updated lastly to this record, and this is how it is. So now let me show you how exporting of the departments is done. So let me export all of the employees. So if we want to download all the employees list, so we can't just go through the call, right? So we can directly here uh, send hit this URL, and we'll get all this Excel file. So we can directly save this to the file. Yeah, so you can see, right, this is an Excel file here. And if I click on employee Excel means, yeah, this is new one. Yeah, so you can see all of the employees details here feeded like this. Similarly, we can do the following for the export employees, export addresses, export departments, and export titles also here. And okay, let me show you how caching is done. So what makes our application different from the applications right now is what caching to improve the performance of that. So here let me add so here I added a debug pointer, and let me hit this one. So here I am hitting the get API call using a single user, and so we got for the first time we got debug pointer here. That means it is taking from the code, and let so we got the access, like we got the data here, and so we are taking, like it took 6 seconds actually to retrieve from the database. Let me hit this user once again, and so you see there is no debug pointer, like there is no stop at the debug pointer there. So it means like it is taken from the cache memory. So you can see here it is 170 milliseconds, which is a lot more smaller than the previous one. So it is more efficient. This is
This
how
is
the
all
caching is
about
done.
employee management system using Spring Boot. Thank you everyone for your time.